The final stage of the analysis is called the post-processing. A video is ready for the post-processing when it's labeled with 3 signs. Highlight the video and click on Go one more time. A screen will appear with a graph of the gait signals for that animal. The gait signals are the paw area over time for each limb and show the loading and unloading of the paw. Each individual gait signal on the graph is broken into different stages based on the different colored markers on the screen. The blue to green dot indicates the swing phase. The swing phase is when the animal's paw is in the air and the paw area is 0. The green dot indicates the start of the stance phase, which is when the animal makes contact with the treadmill belt. The green dot to the red dot indicates the loading phase or the braking phase. This is the first half of the stance phase and is when the animal begins loading its weight on that paw. The red dot indicates the peak paw area. The red dot to blue dot indicate the unloading phase or the propulsion phase. This is when the animal's heel begins to lift up off the belt to step forward. The blue dot marks the end of the stance phase and beginning of the swing phase. This is when the animal completely lifts its paw off the belt. And the blue dot to green dot is back to our swing phase. If we look at the green dot to the blue dot, that's going to indicate the full stance phase, or the entire time that the animal's paw is on the belt. And finally, the blue to blue or the green to green indicate the stride. The stride is one full cycle of a step and encompasses both the stance and the swing phase. The goal of this step is to take a look at our gait signals and identify if there's any noise that needs to be edited out. To do this, we want to look at the signals and see if any of them look out of place. If there's anything we want to take a second look at, we can use the play video button. To do this, select a play video button, click once on the screen to zoom in, and then click to the left and right of the area that we want to look at. The video will replay at the same time as the graph, showing us simultaneously what's going on in the raw video versus what the software thinks is happening via the gait signal graph. We can identify if the gait signals match up to the raw video or if there's been a mistake, and we need to make some edits. In this example, we can see that the software misidentified the paw as being in stance phase, when in reality, the raw video shows us that the paw was still in swing phase. If you need to replay the video, you can click to play it again. Playing back the video will allow us to identify if what we saw was indeed noise, and then we need to decide how we want to edit it. We have 3 different editing techniques to choose from: the correct, the connect, and the exclude. For each of these editing techniques, there's a separate video explaining how to use them, so we won't go through them right now. It's important to note that the editing techniques are designed to match up the software's gait signals to the raw video that was captured. They should only be used if the software made a mistake. We don't want to use the editing tools to manipulate the gait signals for anything outside of what happens in the raw video. After the edits have been made, or if no edits were needed, we can move on to the next limb. We will want to go through all 4 limbs individually to make sure that the gait signals look good for each. When we finalize the last limb, we can click on the Done Next Video button to complete the analysis process.